everybody, I am Tom, and you are watching me play The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Last episode, we made it to Skellige. In this episode, we're going to do some stuff in Skellige. I want to start the main story fairly quickly here, but it's not the first thing I want to do in Skellige. There's one thing I want to do before we start the main story. And that, I think, is going to involve with teleport, because where I want to go is to... No. Alright, back. I figured out where I need to go. It's going to involve... sailing. So off to a ship. I've marked a ship on my map. Just gonna go steal someone's boat, no problem. First, it seems, I'm gonna kill some drowners. Or mucknixers, as it were. Oop. Might be a bit out of practice here. Oh, Jesus. Oop, oop. Hey. Alright, got a Quen. Now I've missed a Quen. Quen. Woo! Sweet. A couple of people have died around here from these. Oh, in fact...
Drowners are coming out of there. Best blow it up.
I didn't even notice that. Oh look, a drowned dead. One's probably not much of an issue. Although I'll Quen anyway. Oy. Sweet. Getting some red mutagens as well, which is always nice. They're the rarer of most mutagens. There's no easy way for me to get here using dry land, so I guess we're swimming. Probably freezing considering it's night time in the Northern Ocean, but whatever.
These continental dandies come a strutting, then we gotta drag their corpses out of the inn.
Alright.
You're pale. Drink last night too?
The thing about these places too is they don't care when you just steal their boats. They're surprisingly okay with Geralt just coming in and taking their one boat for the village.
Ow!
Oh, come off it. Good. Just being in the water is enough for me to fast travel. I need to get over to here. That's something a lot of people don't actually know about this game, is you can fast travel in a boat. Pretty sure I've come to the right island. My brothers in arms. Hmm. 71 is significant. It seems. They do enough damage to two-shot me, essentially. Doing my witcherly duty on the way. And it's now morning, so you guys will be able to see better. Without me having to do color correction and such.
Greetings, stranger.
See what you're selling.
I'd like to look at your choice of swords.
Yeah, he does sell swords. I kind of want to buy all these. But at the same time, I don't want to buy all these. I will, of course. Because I have said I'll buy all the diagrams, so I will buy all the diagrams. On the plus side, you can probably sell him all this crap. Or not. I mean, at least I came out kind of neutral there, I suppose. Anything else here that I want from him? Cured Drachnid leather. How much are you selling it for? $4.93, not really worth it. He doesn't really have much more that I want. But I came out of that transaction even, and I got a bunch of diagrams, so I can't really complain. Now.
Runes in the blade.
I actually want to go here. I think it's probably easier for me to go up through this village, and then... Actually, no, I might want to go here anyway. I think this is where I want to go. We'll find out. I think essentially where I want to go is to that, graveyard just here. Interesting. I think I need to go to the notice board to get the quest I want. Which is something. I forgot to start my timer. That was what I was doing just then. Alright, so I have this as a fast travel point, I suppose.
Morgan, what are you gonna do in this big house? They're not coming back. You're alone. Instead of fixing it, move in with me and Larvik. What about that lad living with your brother?
It would. I'd forever be seeing your wife in the kitchen, your daughter at the loom. I'm thinking it may do, Van Edla. Leave me. Go back to your girls. And never let them out of your sight.
Something's going down here, obviously. Dead wife and daughter, by the sounds of it. Sounds like a wraith. It's wolves. Pretty sure I just heard a wraith. Indeed I did. I gotta love the music in Skellige, it's so much cooler. I do love Skellige more than I love the rest of this area. Or rest of the areas in the game. It's odd that this Wraith isn't teleporting back to like its guarded treasure area, in all honesty. Here we go. Cool. Diamond dust, that's not bad. Fair enough. For those who've played this game before, I'm sure they probably know what quest I want to do first. There we go, I've got that now on my map. It involves that garden, for those wondering. Maybe I'd actually start this quest without going to the notice board. We'll see. Kind of metagamey of me, but I always wanted to do this quest before you do the main quest. Because it always kind of...
More weak, Karisu. I know you feel better. But
You
you're
who
yet
grant us
too
love,
weak to embark on a
hatred, and
journey.
strength. Thank you. But I don't want to overstay my welcome. Besides, it's time I went home. They must all think me dead there.
Fret not. I'm certain they await you.
Welcome to the Temple of Freyja. I'm Kirisu. How can I help?
You a novice? Because I'd never take you for a priestess.
Truly? You've got a good eye. Though a bit off in this case. I'm neither a priestess nor a novice. I escaped a pirate ship, was wounded. That's why I'm here. Sisters Astrid and Dala found me on the beach, near dead. They brought me to the temple, watched over me. I owe them my life.
Quite the adventure. Got a home to go back to, or will you stay here?
I've a brother in Ard Skellig. He's surely mad with grief searching for me. Once I'm better, all better, I'll find a longship and head home.
So long.
I believe there's actually a quest that you get from her brother to come find her, and you can follow the trail that finally leads you to here. Interesting that you can just talk to her about it first though. It's kind of cool.
Why does the goddess bring you here?
Brought myself here, seems to me.
You do not worship Freyja.
No, but I respect those that do, including her priestesses.
This does you credit, but is meaningless as well. For Freyja rewards and punishes those of other faiths and infidels as she does her own. Worship her and it will help, though it will settle nothing. What do you need?
Sounds like a pretty good god, in all honesty. We'll see what she got to sale. I think it's
Mind
just
if I have
herbs
a
and
look at
stuff.
your wares?
Most priestesses just have herbs. Oh, she got some books. Yeah, okay, I'll take that. And I'll take this. The others I don't care about, really. Can have some pure silver. And it's probably the only thing you're gonna buy, right? Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much.
Tell me something about this temple, could you?
It happened once that Freyja lost her favorite white cat. She scoured the Isles and finally found him here. Freyja's heart filled with joy, and she blessed this place. A temple was then established here.
Didn't know Freyja was into cats.
Your ignorance speaks poorly of you. The white cat is the goddess's sacred animal and has deep symbolic significance. This temple is for those who seek Freyja's help in finding what they desperately seek. Perhaps even you shall experience her grace. Scorn her not. Or have you friends so powerful that you can afford to spurn divine aid?
Farewell.
Yes?
I'm gonna read those books. Particularly the one about Frey, because it makes sense. Visiting at a temple, you should read about the god. This is the one. In fact, I can read them both here, no problem. As is true of most realms, the predominant religion in the Skellige Isles has its roots in a... This probably isn't written by a Skelligan. Who wrote this? Doesn't say. In a prehistoric cult of the Great Mother, Mother Nature. On the continent, such worship is taking on its object and namesake, Melitele. In Skellige, her counterpart is Freyja. Like Melitele, Freyja is represented in 3 aspects: Virgin, Mother, and Old Crone. That of Mother is most common, and sculptors chose to depict her thus in her greatest sanctuary in the Isles. There she stands, a pregnant woman draped in loose robes, her face partially revealed, her head bent and her hands folded across her breasts. A golden necklace hangs around her neck, and on it a large, pure diamond. Brisingamen? Shines like a clear summer sky. I don't know if that's saying the name of the diamond. I think that's the name of the diamond, not like a name of a type of diamond. Freyja Modron, or Freyja the Great Mother, is the goddess of fertility, love, beauty, and abundance. She is also the patron of oracles, soothsayers, and telepaths. Warriors pray to her before setting out for sea raids, and the wives they leave behind pray to her for her husband's safe return. Only priestesses serve the goddess. Men may worship Freyja, but only women may do her work. Freyja's priestesses, like the clerics of other cults, treat mages and sorcerers with great reserve. The centre of Freyja's worship is her temple on the Isle of Hindarsfjall, in the hallowed grove called Hindar. Worshippers place offerings to the goddess before her statue, on an altar that incorporates a great stone basin surrounded by figures of cats and falcons, her sacred animals. In addition to this temple, sprinkled throughout the Isles are other, smaller places that one can worship the goddess and make offerings to her. Cool. And travel between worlds. Running through many folk tales is a common motive of travel between worlds. Running through many folk tales is a common motif of travelling between worlds. By way of example, think of Orpheus, who ventured into the nether realms to save his beloved, Theodore, who, fleeing a hurricane, found himself in a drab and monotonous world of Zo, or Eklia, or Killa, or a killer, who tumbled down a ferret hole into a land that had never heard of wonder. Also, of its ilk, are the many rural legends that people captured by the wild hunt only return to their homelands after years riding the sky with a spectral cavalcade. Academia has, for the most part, dismissed these tales as mere epiphenomena. Right. As mere epiphenomena of human irrationality. I, on the other hand, always operate on the assumption that a grain of truth lies in every tale, and so I've decided to make it my goal to find it. After years of research, I have ascertained with great certainty that travel between worlds was once indeed possible, though only to a select few. The key is the so-called Elder Blood, or rather, to use the scholarly term, the gene of Lara Doran, a powerful elven sorceress. By comparing her genealogical tables against all known folktales, I have been able to determine that she and her descendants were the archetype of the world-travelling heroes of many legends. The bearer of Lara's gene possessed an extraordinary talent which allowed them to move through time and space and to reach realms beyond the borders of their known world. The overwhelming majority of them, however, did not know how to control this. It would only manifest itself in extreme situations, pushed out by sudden bursts of emotion or when the bearer's life was at risk. That is how the above-mentioned Orpheus, in shock after the death of his wife, could in fact journey to another world, which he foolishly mistook for the afterlife. The hurricane provided the pressure needed for Theodore, terrorized at home by his zany Uncle N, to unleash his talent and teleport to a world free from madcap antics. And if we read between the lines, we clearly see Aquila was a prostitute and a fistech addict. The ferret hole represents how, when she had reached rock bottom, she whisked herself away to another universe to get sober. Unfortunately for my many future Echelasses, the sad conclusion of my research is this: Lara Doran's line has been irrevocably cut. The last bearer of her gene, Cyrilla Fiona Ellen Rhiannon, heiress to the throne of Sintra, died childless many years ago. Not quite. Not quite indeed. Based off this very game. I now need to head into here. Running through the forest, what could go wrong? Not much, it would seem. Here's the road. That was easy. I'll do this later. I think I remember what that is, and it's like a... There's a quest that you can go through when you do it.
Lead our ways, Grimgar.
Oh, that would make quick work of the beast.
Sorry about that, I'm back. This here, I believe, is a horse race that I don't want to do yet. Thorleaf, don't want to do that yet. I'm here to do a very specific quest, which and I'm gonna... Ordinarily I would do all of these quests as I'm going, but I think I'm gonna go for the specific one I want. Whoops. I need a hero, a man favoured by the gods, or a witcher, anyone really, who's not afraid to stand up to ghastly creatures that's been attacking folk walking the main road of Larvik. A reward's been set aside. If you don't fear death and long for fame in ballads, come see the village elder, Thorleaf, son of Bear Hogs. P.S. Zvera, you stay home, you've done enough as it is. That was the guy up there, Thornleaf, we saw as we walked past. Here we go. Race of Mordrin Freyja's Glory. Looking to worship Freyja and prove your courage at the same time, join the annual Heroes Pursuit. The priestesses and our goddess herself will share you with gold and blessings. Let it be known that not everyone who takes part in the race will reach the finish line in one piece. So if you have a pregnant wife, unfinished business, or debts, your honour bound to repay, think twice before straddling your mount. Sister Svana. Yeah, as I said, she's the horse race. Here we go, contract. This is what I'm looking for. Morkvarg. Sons and daughters of Freyja. Another year has passed in which Morkvarg plays our goddess's garden. Whoever musters the courage to eliminate this evil will gain fame amongst mortals and the favour of the immortals, as well as a prize from the temple's vaults. Sister Justa. I'll read this too. Ragnarok. Ragnarok is coming. Sharpen your swords, hone your fighting skills, conquer your fear. When the golden cockerel can't beat crows, when Hamdell rises, when the rainbow bridge opens for the giants, the sons and daughters of Skellige must be ready for battle. That's common Norse end of the world myth. Freyja's priestesses visit. A week before Bellatane, Freyja's priestesses will visit the village. Those weak of health, those tormented with bad dreams, expectant mothers, and women with sick children, come to the Jarl's house where, for a modest payment, the servants of the goddess will receive those in need of help. Fair enough. This is from Leaf. Hark ye, good man. Come, Lammas. I'm sitting out to the west with Grettir and Finnbjorn. The elders say there's nothing out there but sea, krakens and serpents, but I'm a man who has to see for himself to believe. If you're up for an adventure, we still have a few oars free. Which way is he sailing? West. West from here? I guess, like, all the way out past Ardskellig, because west from here is Ardskellig. In any case. Witcher contracts. Hello? There should be... Ah, there it is. It's in a secondary quest and actually a Witcher contrast, interestingly enough. I can probably teleport there. I can go to Freyja's garden, which is closer.
A bite. Just one morsel. One piece. A crumb. Food. Food. Shank. Not again. Not again!
Bestiary entry here. Again, I'll have a timestamp for those who want to skip it. Ulfodin. Ulfodin? What's that? Some kind of fish. Ulfodin? What's that? Some kind of fish. Professor Aretibus Johannes Rack, geographer, disappeared during a surveying expedition in Skellige. Fair enough. Ulfodin are a breed of werewolf found mainly in Skellige. The harsh and barren conditions of the isle might explain why they primarily hunt men and are stronger than their continental brethren. Older and particularly dangerous Ulfodin are called Vorvefs. Vorefs. Only a few daring warriors in all of Skellige history have managed to defeat an Ulfodin, and each of them is commemorated in ballads as a hero to this day. Moondust, stop them regenerating, Devil's Puffball, poison them, Cursed Oil, makes sense, they're cursed, and set the motherfuckers on fire. Good for future reference. Come down here and talk to Yosta.
Greetings. Can I have a word?
I am here to serve pilgrims who have come to venerate the goddess.
Mine's more an earthly matter.
What is it?
Word is you've got a problem. Morkvarg. That's its name. Could tend to it for you.
Do so, and you will greatly please the goddess.
That's nice and all, but coin's what pleases me.
You look the type. Fret not, I shall pay. But only if you rid us of Morkvarg, once and for all. There have been those who have killed Morkvarg, but a curse has brought him back each time.
Notice I read didn't mention a curse.
All who live here know of it.
Could be, but I'm not from around here. Could use some information.
Archpriestess Ulva cast the curse. It bound Morkvarg to the garden for all time. So even if he is killed, he returns there.
Never heard of this Morkvarg. What is it exactly?
Not what, who. The worst man Skellige has ever known. He held nothing sacred, raided the lands of his own clan, took gold from Nilfgaard, murdered women heavy with child, and children he...
I know the type.
They said he feared but one thing, albeit secretly, the wrath of the gods. Morkvarg decided to prove everyone, himself included, wrong. So he came to Hindarsfjall to raid the goddess's garden. This was years ago. Archpriestess Ulva stood in his path. He stabbed her in the breast and cast her into the mud. As her blood gushed forth, she cursed Morkvarg, and he transformed into a monster.
Might have already run into this Morkvarg. He, werewolf?
I know not. I'm afraid I've never seen him.
Shame that. Was hoping you could tell me more about him, help me with my work.
You might speak with Toradar's son, Einar. He saw Morkvarg and his men descend on the garden. He was the sole pilgrim to escape with his life that day. Settled in Larvik, you'll find him at the landing there, provided he's not at sea.
Farewell.
The goddess protect you from all evil.
Alright, I'll cut out the run back and I'll run back to Larvik. I'll be there in 3, 2, 1. I found some bandits. Spears are really quite annoying. Because they're heavy weapons, but they're also fast weapons. there's a cave over there. Well. That's what I get for being too aggressive. We'll be back momentarily. Also, I'm gonna murder those people. Just so we're clear. Alright, we'll be back in a second.
Your mum shot you. Got the green one, take you back. Faster! Fucking witchcraft!
We're back, by the way. Come on, you pig shites.
We'll fix you soon, don't you fret. Fucking witchcraft! Fuck you. Devil blood beast
I'm indeed.
witchcraft!
Sweet. Now, what? I swear I saw... a cave. Huh. Interesting. Weird. Anyway, I'll cut and I'll be back where I need to be. And we're back. This here is just the docks of where we were before. The town is just up here and this is down where the docks are.
You're a you dimwit! Drop one more and I'll keelhaul you!
Got a minute?
Preparing my boat, can't you see? Nilfgaardian dogs were the hunters some.
Got bigger game in mind. Morkvarg.
Ah, so them's your apples. All right, ask away. In praise of Freyja.
You were there when Morkvarg raided the garden. Heard you alone survived.
True. I managed to flee. Great Mother was looking out for me that day.
Mm-hmm. Bet she didn't give a lick about the priestesses.
Apparently. Morkvarg had them bound, then slit their throats like horses for the sacrifice. And he laughed. Understand? He laughed. But Archpriestess Ulver cursed him with her dying breath. You are beastly now, remain so forevermore. Ah, saintly woman.
What happened to Morkvarg?
Hard to believe, but fur rose through his skin, and his mug stretched forth into a muzzle like a dog's or a wolf's. He howled, long and grieving, then lunged at his men. They tried to run, but he was fast as lightning. As he killed them, clamped his jaws round their throats, they turned to ash, just like that. Ash that seeped from twixt his fangs.
Not good. Curse must be complex, multi-leveled.
Such is the Great Mother's power.
Didn't help the priestesses. Why not?
How could I? Alone against a dozen raiders that... Why are you staring?
Just wondering. You people, obsessed with honor, courage, and so on. But you just cut and run? Strange.
I ain't proud of it. Since that day, I've been seeking a worthy death at sea. Seems the goddess, she's not seen fit to summon me yet.
That is strange.
Thanks for your help.
Goddess, guide your sword.
Friends we show heart, foes
Most people in Skellige would have...
remember that.
Like, I mean, rationally, he's correct. He couldn't have taken on the raiders, particularly after Morkvarg turned into a werewolf. But most Skelligers would have done it anyway, because they're like that.
Foreigner, what's your step?
Oh, that would make quick work of the beast.
In any case, I think next episode we're going to continue this, because unfortunately it's taking longer than I thought it would. Even, like, trying to skip some things and not doing quests where they pop up and me really wanting to. But we're going to do this in 2 parts, and then after that we're going to do Skellige main story, and pretty much just go straight through with Skellige main story until we finish Skellige. Afterward I'll probably do side quests and stuff in Skellige that I skip over, but from next episode we'll finish this and maybe even start the main story, but I think next episode is going to be finishing this Morkvarg quest, and then the episode next, which will be episode 16 or 17? I think episode 17. I think this is episode 16 now. Next episode will be 17, and then episode 18 will be story quests from then on, because we really need to get back into the story, and I'm at a level now where I feel like I'm capable of doing it. In any case, thanks for watching, and I shall see you next time.